Hey guys, this is Jay Calderon with Jay Unboxing here, giving you my personal prediction for Demetrius Andrade versus Leon Williams, which takes place this Saturday in Florida. And before we really get into it, remember this is just my take. Yours can be left down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them there. As mentioned, you got Andrade, the champion of the WBO middleweight title, taking on Williams at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida on Saturday, airing live on DAZN. It's an interesting fight in many respects. Andrade is rightfully the clear favorite as a world champion with amateur pedigree, but Williams has looked really good since moving up to middleweight, stopping 7 opponents in a row at 160 pounds. In any event, let's get into some of the details that kind of break this fight down. For Andrade to win, he has to use his aggression against him. Williams will look to come forward. Both fighters know Williams likely can't win a boxing match, so Andrade can use that to his advantage by giving Williams reasons to walk in, by setting those traps and land big left hands as Williams comes forward. Also, what he's going to want to do is make his movement matter. Andrade has started faster in recent fights and at times will even take more chances, and that could spell trouble as it gives Williams more chances than he needs if you're Andrade. Instead, make your movement matter, make it count, and keep your chaos controlled. Set the traps, use feints, let the big shots come naturally. This doesn't mean, just stay there in a shell and be so passive that you let rounds slip by or that you don't do anything. But what it does mean is don't go out there looking to try to score a knockout against a guy who is clearly, it appears at the very least, much more heavy-handed than you are. Finally, I would say is let the jab set up the left. With Andrade, it's really important that he lets things come to him instead of forcing that issue. As I mentioned, he needs to be himself. The easiest way for him to express himself is let the jab start working and set that left hand up as Williams grows in frustration, which will happen if he gets that jab pump in the right way. Now, for Williams to win, I think he needs to meet fire with fire. For Williams, you are hoping Andrade does that kind of fast start he's been doing. It gives you a much better chance of catching your foe and landing some big shots, something that can encourage Williams as the fight progresses and make him look to come forward and make Andrade have to meet him in more of a fight than a boxing encounter. That will open up a lot of doors for Williams in terms of opportunities. That being said, he cannot get caught out of position. While Williams will need to be aggressive, he needs to do so responsibly. If he overcommits or steps far too far out over that lead foot, it will leave him to get countered by the American far too many times. Aggression can turn into recklessness for Williams if he's just walking into too many shots. And finally, I would say get inside to land uppercuts. Now, this is, again, you want him on the inside, you want him to force the action, but you want him to do it respectfully. Cover up. Take a shot that you feel safely you can take. Use the jabs to get inside. And when you're in there, make your shots count. He has a great left hook, but he also has some great uppercuts. And that's going to benefit Williams if he can make this a more physical, up-close encounter. If a single shot seems to be the shot that can catch Andrade off guard, it would be the uppercut as well for Williams. He's a tricky southpaw, and an uppercut can be effective when you have a good one, which Williams does, especially on the inside because it neutralizes your opponent's stance to some degree. It's right down the middle. You can land it as long as you're close. In terms of my picks, while Williams has been on a bit of a run, this competition hasn't been near the level of a Demetrius Andrade. His confidence will be high, but the level of opposition hasn't been. I think Williams will probably land a few shots up front that wake Andrade up, but I don't think it knocks him out. If anything, it makes Andrade settle down and win a comfortable decision over 12 frames of a possibly not so scintillating fight. Andrade via 12 wide. Now, the betting odds for this fight are relatively close considering that Williams hasn't shown an ability to be truly successful at a world level yet, and Andrade is an unbeaten champion. Andrade is the favorite at a minus 340 with Williams coming in at a plus 280. Again, I think those are fair odds, but they are a little closer than I think a lot of people would have had them say a year ago before Williams really went on this tear, or 2 years ago for that matter. The real money in this fight, if you're looking to bet, is if you think Williams has a decent shot of actually causing the upset. If you can find a money line where there's also, an over-under or just a knockout bet, and you think that either of the two might potentially get stopped in a more exciting fight than many expect, you might want to lay some money on that too. But if you're an Andrade fan, my bet is your safest bet is just keeping your money in your pocket for another wager. My prediction record going into the weekend is 9-5-1 with 4 exact. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts, predictions, bets, so on and so forth. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow at Calderon_JOB, and you can email me at junboxing@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you there as well. Also, be sure to check out junboxing.com for schedule, results, betting odds, rankings, and more. And as always, until next time.